Lawan, first and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodas, double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation, all y'all can pushing this word day in and day out doing this quick lesson. It's on Dabu's page as an incident in KC International Airport. And I believe the World Cup this summer is in KC, so don't be surprised. You see some false flag events, in the KC area. So let me go ahead.
This is Flag SZN. You're looking at Kansas City International Airport that's been evacuated because of a serious incident. At first, they said that this was bomb threat related. They've now given the all clear, but we have word that there is a backup at multiple airports. Again, the initial reports there were of a credible bomb threat to the airport, so all planes had been halted and there was a sweep underway. But then we have Nick Sorter stating that there's massive delays at airports all across the United States. Now, I don't know if you guys are out there experiencing any of this, but let me know in the comment section. Here is a shot from Nick Sorter at an unclarified airport here, where it does look backed up. And these people are in the area, kind of standing around. Versus the people we've seen exiting the building in the other shots, and they're all outside. So if you guys got any info on this, if you're caught up in this mix, let me know. That's what we know of as of right now. Follow me on X as well. And join me for the live streams going live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Dabu 77. Be safe. Much love.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari.
All right, so there you have it, man. All right. You're going to have these different sleeper cell events, false flags. Shit hits the fan scenarios, man. Hey, and right now, it's a warning to myself because, I like to travel when I have the means to and the time. I like to hit the beach up or go, out of state, go to Florida or some shit like that. I catch a quick 2-hour flight. I did that in the past, years ago. But now ain't really the time to be traveling, man. Right? And jet setting, vacationing. You got the TSA strike going on. All right, due to the partial government shutdown, no one's talking about. They're basically working for free if they working at all. Every airport's a hot zone right now for a major event, man. All right, so don't be surprised, man. You cut on your TV, you see, all hell breaking loose at an airport, man. And you see these people right here, because a fly a plane is it's what you call a privilege, man. It's not a right, it's a privilege. So these are privileged people, you know what I'm saying? Mindless zombies, Hold on, let me get the clip. Look at all these people, zombies. Look at these people, man. You got this nigga and nigga woman, man. Looking to enjoy Bermuda, Jamaica, wherever, right? But it's going to come a time, where, hey, if you leave Babylon, you ain't going to be let back in, man. All right. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, man. All right, 2 Ezra 15 and 17, man. Hey, scripture says, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. So, you notice most of these major airports are located in the cities, man. All right. Major cities. Every airport I've been to was in a major city, not capital or state capital or so forth, man. Metro area airports, man. But the cities are going to be the worst place to be when Jacob's trouble fully hits, man. Because right now we're in the beginning stages of it, man. But you know, you can still go to the park. Like today, I was at the park getting my workout in. You can still go to the park. You can still go to the movies. You can go to the restaurant. I'm showing you these people, they are oblivious to what the Lord's about to bring. You know, they ain't thinking, yeah, this is just gonna, blow over just like any other war. This war with Iran. But nah, man, it's shit just getting started, man. What about when you wake up one morning, gas is $10 a gallon, man? What you gonna do then? What you gonna say then? All right, I believe the worst gas prices I personally have seen was like in, I want to say 2009, right after the what you want to call it, man? Damn, what they call that financial collapse of 2008. So it was like 2009. I think gas was like, most I ever paid for gas was probably like, I think it's like $4.75, $5, something like that. It was up there. And that was way back in 2009. So imagine now. But the dollar lost way more value, man. Okay. So man shall desire to go in the city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled. Houses shall be destroyed. Yeah, houses gonna be destroyed. People gonna be running through your house, man, looking for food, clothing, shelter. You know, looking for a woman, young woman, especially. All right, because this woman is a good. I'm not gonna lie, they are a good stress reliever. When you pop, right, you feel like, damn, yeah, I gotta let it out. Let loose. You get you one of these little harlots out here, man. These little women, these wicked women out here, and you just pop them, man. I'll get you a 5-second stress reliever, man, and then the hell comes back on you, man. But these people, especially these men, these bugged out men, they gonna know that, and they just gonna start taking these women, man. There can be no more dates, no more happy hour, movie night, none of that shit. Netflix and chill. All of it's going out the window, man. Man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. So, hey, even if you're a woman, you're a child, you're not exempt, man. Because these men, they're going to be like madmen. Sparing none, like the scripture says. They shall destroy their houses with the sword, spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So, hey, man, you're going to be in Florida, you're going to desire to go to California. You ain't going to be able to. You're going to be in California trying to make it to New York City. You ain't going to be able to. You're going to be in New York City and Brooklyn trying to make it to the Bronx. You ain't going to be able to. So, no matter if you want to, you have to travel far or near. You ain't going to be able to, man. Your woman can live in the next county. You ain't going to be able to get there, man. Because really, they want a false flag, especially dealing with the airport, so they can have an excuse to lock this place back down. I remember I had a dream. This is around the time of the Yab. Maybe like 2021, 22. I remember I had a dream way back then that normally I always go to the next county, handle business there. Cause I got like two places where I lay my head down through the spirit, and was trying to go to my other spot, man, where my family member lives. So I was trying to go to my other spot, and I remember there was a checkpoint, and they were asking if I had my yab. They were basically checking if people that had the yab, whatever yab was out in this vision. And I was like, hell nah. And then I remember the police / military, they said, yeah, you gotta turn around. And then, I like kind of chuckled. Like, okay, I'll take it. Because it's prophecy anyway. So I did turn around, but then I remember the other people, they don't know what the hell's going on. And they're getting upset. Hey, Isaiah 33:6 says, excuse me, got tired, just finished working out. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, man. So we had the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh by me outside, but these people, they don't, man. They have the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of a college degree, a job, and Esau's wicked decrees and laws, man. That's what they have knowledge of, knowledge on being a demon, man. We ain't sleep as others, man, because, hey, the Lord's coming in like a thief, and these people gonna get caught out there. But we're constantly on our watch. We're constantly looking up into the heavens. We're constantly going into prophecy and watching the apostles and elders and brothers out there, man, doing lessons. So forth. We're constantly active, man. These people are inactive, man. Them and their children, man. Because their children and the wives, grandma, grandpas, they're going to get destroyed right along with them, man. Scripture says, make no turn, a turn to the Lord. But, 2/3, y'all ain't going to get it. Heathen nations, y'all ain't going to get it anyway, man. Hey, Scripture says what? Verse 24, woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, save the Lord. So it's what? Roughly 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. Majority of these people, they don't keep not one, man. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. All right. Because the tabernacle of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is with the men. All right. Point blank, period. When the men get in line, the woman's going to follow. All right. So, and especially when we get exalted with that power, man. There's a second Ezra 15:27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against me. These niggas, these fucking Latinos and Native Americans, all they do is sin, commit adultery, rob, steal, scam each other. They don't do shit to the Esau, but when it comes to their own kind, they go hard on them, That's why the worst cop is a nigga cop, man. Because they have that hatred, man, to those that look like them. Okay. So I think I'm going to end it there, man. Just stay out the way. Stay away from large crowds, Even these gyms, man. Brothers may have to stay away from these gyms real soon. So I'm going to end it there till next time. So.